Negus.
Negus. What is the language of origin?
Ethiopian to Amharic.
What is the definition?
A king. It's used as a title of the sovereign of Ethiopia. Negus.
Negus, Negus.
I'm saying, so holla at me. Like I said, don't get it twisted because I don't got the interview voice. I'll run laps around you.
And clearly ain't got no filter. And and the bishop, he working on it, but God ain't finished with me yet either. So welcome to the church.
Welcome to the church. Not everyone needs to believe in your dreams, but you do.
We want to encourage you, if you got a dream or an idea, bet on yourself. This is almost like free consulting. Hit that Cash App because we giving y'all a free game away.
Oh, you gonna learn to laugh today. You getting that medicine with that candy right now.
That's our show, y'all.
Yeah,
it's about love.
If they ain't about truth, you might have to check them. Ninjas gon' nig if you let them. If they boys in blue, then you might have to read them. Ninjas gon' nig if you let them.
Ninja-ish. I don't see you. You see me. Oh, there you go. What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year. Welcome to episode 92 of the P.I.M.P.I.N.G show. This episode is called Was Katt Cappin or Nah? So we're gonna go heavy on Katt, but before we get into the nitty gritty, I am one of the hosts of this great, I'm biased obviously, but this great show. I'm the good Deacon Trave, aka DeTravius, aka a whole bunch of AKAs. Who I got with you, man? I got with me, man?
You got the good Bishop Hustle Hotel. Welcome to 2024's church.
Church. I'm trying to when we take time off, I be rusty like I don't know what, man. So,
I got you. It's about faith. It's about grace and mercy. It's about fatherhood, finances, manhood. It's about all of that good stuff. We just talk about what's ever on our mind, like Uncle Shay them. So it's good. Well, today it's talking about Katt, and it's episode 90.
Yeah, but before we get to Katt, man, let's start off the new year. What's going on? What you got for the new year, man? What you got? You made any New Year's resolutions this year?
Oh no, I don't make resolutions, brother. I just live. I count my blessings. I think I told you this before, but man, since 2016, we sit down on New Year's Eve, and actually this year Trey went hard. I ain't even had to push him. He wrote down like 50, but we just think back on the year, like some of the trips we blessed a bit have been able to take, and some of the things that we was able to overcome, and we just write out all our blessings and then go to church. It's so funny. They tripping about the church in Atlanta where they were swag surfing. And we went to the New Year's Eve party. They were swag surfing, line dancing, and all kinds of stuff. And just playing games and having a good time. And then we come home, go to sleep. And then when we get up around lunchtime or whatever, we just sit around the table and everybody read off their list. And it's amazing. I encourage everyone to do it, because when you think back on some of the stuff that you've been through in the previous years and you actually write it down, you can always go back, and what you see is it's been a track record of just blessings. And so your boy bless. What y'all do, man? How's your new year starting off?
It was good, man. So I'm usually like you. I don't participate in the New Year's resolution, but this year I did. I said, you know what? I'm going to do everything I tell my clients to do, because I'll give you some hot fire. I'll give you some hot fire advice, but I may not always follow it. So that was my thing. Is just like, all right, let me do exactly what I tell my clients to do, because my clients are killing right now. A lot of them are. And it's just like they way past me in income and all that. I don't know about like the net, but they definitely getting in when it comes to the actual what's the word I'm looking for? The actual cash flow. So I'm like, man, I gotta follow my own rules, my own advice, and start catching up with these jokers, man. So that's my main one.
I see you've been on the
Exactly what I
social
saw.
media. Do people be
Yeah,
sending you stars? Do you ever
do they
get
send
any
me what?
any stars?
Yeah,
Like,
I got stars. It's rare that I get them, but I do get them every now and then. It's rare though. It's not like That's because you know what? What I tell my clients, I tell you the same thing. I told you this too. I said part of it is you just gotta be consistent, and once you be consistent posting, like it got to be intentional, right? Because like a lot of people just posting. Most of us, 99% of people just posting for the likes and the comments and the reaction. But if but if you do it in a systematic way where you're doing it to generate um, interest in what you're doing, like
mhm,
you can really, it's a great platform. Like the whole meta, I haven't really dived deep into LinkedIn like that, like I should. But the
uh-huh.
meta, because meta has Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. So I focus on that because you get three for one when you put money behind something. So nah, man, I have gotten some stars, but I think once you get a huge following, you can really eat off them stars, bro. Like you
Okay.
really eat off them
Look,
stars.
and I've been meaning to ask you too. I see congratulations on being consistent with sending out. I don't know if you call it the newsletter, but I do get the emails and read them. I see them come on LinkedIn too. I said,
Yeah.
is this joker using Chat GPT?
Nah, I told you. So what I do? So I'm gonna tell people cheat code.
I ain't see
So
no
what
typos, so I was like,
I
Miss Jesse. I'm like,
well,
this Jesse using Chat GPT. This don't even sound like my brother. I gotta ask him on live.
hey, yo, it do sound like me. So what I do is right. So I think I told you a couple episodes back, probably like 3 or 4 episodes back. You inspired me. I was like, yo, I gotta get this book put out. And I've been quote unquote writing this book since 2010, right? So I
Mhm.
got all these books in Evernote. So at right now it's like basically 5,000 notes. Like all of them are not teased out in pages and all that, but it might be an idea sentence or something I wrote a while ago. And I'm just going back to what I'm doing, how GPT is helping me. Like I take some, so a lot of that stuff that I'm posting that's old stuff, right? So what I would do is I go into my notes and I'll be like, all right, most of it is like it just be trash. And sometimes I'll be reading a sentence and I'll be like, I don't even know why I wrote this down, you know what I mean? And saved it. But because it's been so long, right? I didn't revisit it. So it's like when you was doing your journal, but you was going hard with your journal, you put it into a book. So what I do is like if it's something that's like a good post, like let's say I got like 3 good paragraphs, something I wrote, what I do it, I'll put it in chat GPT and be like, because I know I know one of my shortcomings is the typos. Because I just be reading stuff and I might got dyslexia. I might be dyslexic, don't even know it. So I just be putting like, I check for typos. And then they say, all right, we corrected typos and we didn't see no typos. And then I just put it up. That's how I'm doing it.
So the Jesse is using Chat GPT for the record.
Yeah.
I commend you. I said I probably need to do that too. Chat GPT, here's the prompt. Here's what I'm thinking about. I still ain't dived into it. I ain't
Yeah.
lost.
So I haven't, it does so much. I haven't even, really, I'm at the tip of the iceberg because, like I said, I'm mostly just using it for editing purposes, right? They can actually write stuff, all that type of stuff, but I haven't really did that yet. But because Microsoft, you used to be a Microsoft guy. Like Microsoft don't catch like all the typos. Like it catch a typo, but don't necessarily catch like if you use hair versus hair. If it ain't, you know what I mean? Sometimes it misses out. But Chat GPT catch all that. They be like, all right, this is what it is. This is where you do. Oh, also I say like I have used it. So if I have a concept, just say like I say, cognitive bias or whatever, right? If I wrote a paragraph about cognitive bias, I'd be like, I expand on this concept and let me know like what's the shortcomings in my piece and make it stronger. You know what I mean? I would do that. I have done that before.
All right. I thought so. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
start sending you. I've seen a couple of posts on LinkedIn with where it lays out the different prompts, what you need to tell Chat GPT. And
yeah.
man, I was like, oh, you could tell it to do, boy, you could look, I may use some Chat GPT to write this book. I'm gonna have to investigate it. So I ain't
One
mad
one
at
of
you.
my
I
clients,
commend you.
one of my clients, he used it to write a book, man. He used it already to write a book. He published for an ebook,
Mhm.
but he used it to write. He said all he did was put the prompts in, and it's not like just to be, clear with y'all know what people saying online, but you still got to go back and make it yours. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
if you really trying, like it just spits out more generic stuff, but you got to go back and make it, put it in your words. You know what I mean? He did it. He did it
Well,
like
the,
that.
the the prompt that I saw, this it was a list of certain prompts that you could tell it after it writes something, you can go and refine it and say, now put it in the voice of an African American male, age 40, in this industry with this education
Oh,
level.
send that to me, man. Send that to me. Send
Yeah,
that
yeah.
to me.
No, I'm gonna send it to you. I was like, I thought you was already on it. I'm like, hey, these are really good. So shout out to my brother for using technology, but also if y'all ain't checked out his letters, what you call them?
It's called Legal Money for now. It might change. It
Okay,
might
check
change.
out his legal money newsletter. Like, click, subscribe, and all of that stuff. Help my
Before,
brother.
remember, I used to write them on I don't know if you remember this or not. I used to write them on Facebook. They
Facebook.
were
I
called.
remember that, and those were DeTravius, full of typos. You used to call them what you used to call them. It was
It was
some
just called
slang.
Real Thought. Real
Real
Thought. That's what
thought,
they used to
real
call it.
thought. Yeah, yeah. No, I like that, brother. You should keep up with that. But
So I was
that
trying,
was
what's
me giving you
crazy.
your roses.
Thank you, thank you. What's crazy was I was trying to go back into the Real Thought, like, yo, they took the notes off Facebook. So I lost all that material, man. So one of the key things that we say ownership and owning what you put out there, because they're not on Facebook no more. So I don't even have copies of them. Because I would write them in Facebook and just post them joints, man. And some of them joints was good, bro. I feel like
Hey
all of
man,
them was
it was like your Cat Williams moment. The real
yeah,
thoughts was crazy. It was what we was going through in law school at the time. But I
yeah.
think I speak for all of our classmates that we appreciated them because they was unfiltered. These are unfiltered niggas.
Hey Black, what's up? It's the first time I seen Che Black check in. What's going on, brother?
That's
Good.
one of your New Jersey peoples.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a couple people.
All
Yo,
right,
what's up?
man. Let's get into it. Cat.
Let's get into it. So where you want to start, man? I guess we gotta start with Katt Williams. It's probably gonna be the whole show, right? Just reacting to
Yeah, yeah,
Katt
yeah,
Williams.
man. He gave us plenty to talk about. You pull up the videos,
Hold
just
on,
play
before we get
clip.
into it, what do you think about the overall discussion? I don't even think it was an interview to me. What do you think about the overall discussion before we get into the detail?
I think he used the platform the best. I think going forward, Club Shay, as he predicted, is going to be the platform for where you need to get something off your chest. And if you got real thoughts, and you now worried about getting censored or canceled, or the interviewer trying to take that in your videos, hey,
Yeah,
Club Shay is Death Row Records now, and Cat told him like, no, don't worry about it, bro. You ain't gonna have no problem. Look, Oprah might come on this joint. Now I think
yeah.
it was a classic example of preparation meeting opportunity. It was clear
I
that
posted that.
he
I
had
posted
studied. The brother had studied everything that folks said. He mixed in some jokes, some hyperbole, some truth, and it was what do we say? It was provocative. I mean,
that. Yeah. And
I,
what up, and what up?
I see some people stuck on this 3,000 books a day
Yeah, yeah,
comment, but it was so much more than that. Like if that's what you focusing on, yeah, he probably exaggerated. I think he meant to say 3,000 from 8 to 12, but he did say 3,000. I mean, the brother was drinking too.
yeah.
But I appreciated it, and as we dive into it, I'll get more specific on some of my thoughts on what he
Yeah,
said.
I said it's for both of them. Hold on, I'm just getting the screen ready. I said for both of them, that's definitely like you could tell they put their reps in, meaning
Mhm.
like Shannon did his interviews, Cat been doing his interviews and his stand up, and it's like you said, is when preparation meets opportunity. They They knocked it out. Both of them knocked it out, man. Because Shannon let him go. Katt had his joke. I feel like some of them was, you could tell they was comic bits that he wrote, and he just went on this little tangent, and it was just like, that is one of the, I can't think of an interview better than that I've seen that was quote unquote cultural. I'm gonna say in the last 20 years, bro.
I'm with you. I can't think of. I'd like for them to interview like Kanye and Dave Chappelle. Other than them two, I don't know if anybody could bring that type of bigger than life energy and his confidence in himself and who he is and what he's done. I mean, it exuded throughout the interview. Like, wow, okay,
Yeah.
and you can't. I think he dispelled the myth that he's crazy. Like, you look at before that interview, Katt's funny, but Katt gives that crackhead type energy to me. Like, okay, he on one. But clearly the brother is super intelligent, and the internet, the internet never fails to fact check stuff. Like, dude was super intelligent. He probably was part of that Pizza Hut Book It program. He might. I think somebody in one of your posts was like, it might have been believable just talking about the 3,000 books had he not said nonfiction. That brother was like, I was knocking out biographies a day. Like, hey, bro, where you get this time? And you snatching radios.
And you snatch the radios, yo. That's what I'm saying. He said, oh, so he just said, I think he told more could be truths than could be lies. That's a great observation.
Yeah.
Nah, it was great, man. So let's get into this first video. Let me see. I'm gonna share it real quick. Share screen. So let me know if you hear the sound, because I know I'm gonna hear it on my end.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Cedric did the same thing. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Cat Williams' joke? Yeah. He said, it don't line up. How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018? You came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019 and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit.
Yeah. So you know what's funny? It's right, because when Steve Harvey was hot, yo, I definitely was like, damn, yo, his fade is sharp. Like, his lineup is mad sharp. And then when he stopped wearing the wig, I mean, when he stopped, what do you call it? A man? He called it a man.
The man unit.
When he stopped wearing the man unit and wrote the book, and everybody was going crazy about the book on Think Like a Man, Act Like a Woman, Think Like a Man. I said, yo, y'all following the Joker that wore a hairpiece for 20 years, yo. 20 years, and y'all following this dude's advice? And come to find out years later that it was ghostwritten by a black woman. He just put his name on it. It is what it is. Yeah,
I agree with that, Bonnie. On that clip,
repeat what she said. Repeat what she said. So
at this point, it doesn't matter how many books he read. He read all those folks mentioned in the interview. I absolutely agree. That's a very minor point. Like, yeah, if that's what you're focusing on, you missed it. On that clip, I am going for truth and truth. Yeah. And they actually came on, I guess one of the staffers was like, did you mean 2008? Clearly he was on one and running, because he said 2018 and 2019. Kings of Comedy came out way before that. And that's why I'm like, the minor stuff, dude was in his element. But what he was saying was true. And the internet then showed the video with him on the stool. Like, bruh, how y'all gonna run from that? Like, y'all looking real bad right now. And then we know you had a man piece on, because a man unit on, because you bald headed now. And then also, I remember hanging with Mr. Cooper. And then I forget what Steve Harvey's was, but it was basically
called the Steve Harvey Show. I think that's what it's called, the Steve Harvey Show.
Yeah, like, bro, you did steal it. Like, you gotta pay homage if you doing that. This ain't like old girl from Harvard, the what's her name, Professor Gay or whatever, who resigned over some minor stuff. Like, bro, you built a career and stole it from this cat. And there's a video out there with Mark Curry saying the same thing. Like, yeah, man, he stole my whole act. And they validating that he stole Katt Williams' act. So it's like it makes
Mark Curry got something out there. I got to see that. I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, Mark Curry.
Get that link. Send it in the private chat. So the only thing I'm gonna air on truth. We're gonna do the N. He just N. We're gonna do what he do it like that. I think could be true. I think that's more likely true than false. Well, one, we know the joke was stolen. The only thing that I don't know, Steve Harvey's probably responsible for stealing that show because network still shows all the time and then run with something else. Somebody that's a bigger star. So I don't know if that's Steve directly, but it could be. That could be.
I mean, they both was on TV.
That soundbite could be.
Look, they both was on TV, and it's crazy because the joke that Cedric stole, man, that was on TV, bro. You know, in rap, you can't do that, bro. I think they tried to persecute Jay-Z back in the day for recycling some of Biggie's lines, like after Biggie died. Like you just don't do that. That video that I just put in there is Mark Curry. Yeah, look, all of the podcasting went and got all of the video and the facts. Like, yeah, man, y'all stole it. So on that point, on that clip, I'm going with truth. So that's one for Katt.
One for Katt, yeah.
And a whole bunch of L's for Cedric the Entertainer and Steve Harvey.
Yeah, one for Katt. So we 1-0 for Katt right now. 1-0.
Yeah.
Let's see yeah. All right. So here's another video. All right. Katt win. Well, this is definitely true. So, but yeah, I shouldn't have prompted you. I should see what you was going to say about it.
Oh, I'm riding with Katt on this one, bro. That's why I was like, if folks focusing on the 3,000 books, you missed it, man.
I'm about to share it real quick.
I'm one of the richest men that ever lived, and I don't mean. Please don't look at my net worth. I saw my net worth. I had that on me. I don't mean. I swear to God. What I'm saying is, like, I'm saying my net worth is less than my last Netflix deal.
So I'm gonna go with that's true. He definitely one of the richest people that ever lived. Fact.
I'm gonna go with Katt on the fact that he just started laughing himself. When he said I had it on me. That's
Katt. That's Katt.
Yeah. I mean, he even went to laughing. That he was prepared for that though. I like it though. Hey man, we got to know when somebody popping their stuff. And there, he did a lot of popping his stuff, popping his collar on there. So I'm rolling with him. I like how he set it up though. Like, yeah, don't look at my name.
That was one of those ones that was a comedy bit. He had that in the stash. He was waiting to let that one go.
Right, like, I had it on me. I think who was that? Lil Baby say that, I think, in one of his songs too. Like he looked at his net worth and he had it on him. Like, man, y'all got it twisted. But the what he goes on to say about being the richest, one of the richest men alive, I felt that. Like that on me, to me, that was on another level that people like Kanye. If you don't know, you don't know. My man is like, I'm content in life. That's what I got from that. You can have all the money in the world and not be content in life. There's some greedy folks out there. And I think that's a great mindset to have, man. Basically, he just said, I'm blessed regardless. And I love it.
Yeah, now I think that it definitely wasn't. Definitely with I got it on me was Katt. I don't even know what they were saying his net worth is, but Katt Williams been doing it for a long time. And he claims he's been independent this whole time. So when you independent, I'm just gonna let people know because I have my own law firm. And when you work for somebody, like it's way more work. I ain't gonna say it's easy. It's way more work to do it on your own, at least initially when you get your when you getting your systems together and trying to figure it all out. But you definitely keep way more money, right? So if I'm billing at $500 an hour, I keep way more of that $500 an hour than somebody when you go to the firm and they paying you 160, they paying you 160, but you got to bill what $2,000 a year, whatever it is going to be, and you're going to be there billing. When you do the math, you might only be making $50 an hour when you do the math.
Oh yeah, no, the corporate, the golden handcuffs. We done talked about that. Vonnie Wright, Katt is rich because nobody owns him. He can say what he want. He don't have to worry about sponsors. And what else I found interesting throughout the interview, he mentioned it a couple times. Dude said he got 12 Netflix specials. If all of that's like the majority of that is going to him because he don't have to pay no agents or nothing like that to not be Hollywood and still have 12 Netflix specials. Oh, he caked up.
Yeah,
Pause.
I'm gonna tell people. We talked about this and we apply it. We might have said it directly because we on episode 92, so we done said a lot of things in this 92 episodes. But yeah, when you do it on your own, then you ain't breaking it with whole agents and all these people. To say like maybe you only bring in 500,000 versus somebody bringing in 1 million. But if it's mostly you keep most of that 500,000. If you bring in 1 million and you got to break, say your agent take 20%, you're already down to 800,000.
Yeah,
Lawyer
he pointed that out. You got hairstylists, social media people who you got to pay, marketing and all of that. Hey, yeah, it go down when you got a machine. And I think a lot of the comedians got a machine behind them. And like Katt said, I ain't out here talking about please come to my show. The people just respect me. I think this is Katt's a great example. We ain't gonna put him on a pedestal because he's human, but I think he's a great example of when your authentic self, people gonna rock with you, man, and you're gonna be and when you bless others. Like again, shout out to Carolyn Stevenson because she been on it this week. I think she got a podcast too. You know, your New Jersey girl. She went to law school with us. She been posting all of the receipts for Katt, and Mark Curry did a video about just if you ever get a chance to interview Katt again, ask him how much money he gave out. He probably don't even know. And then all these people in the comments, it was a long thread. Like everybody's like, yeah, they had similar stories where he ain't doing it for the gram, taking pictures. He's sending other people to give 1,000, 2,000, even Boosie. He gave Boosie 15,000 when he got out, and Boosie, you know, he's supposed to be hard. Boosie got emotional, like I needed that money, man. He just threw a towel in the car. Like when you good peoples, things gonna happen for you. So I'm glad Katt getting his flowers now, man. Vonnie said Taraji said it out loud. 1 million split 150 ways, hit different. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. So
but I'm calling Cap on the net worth. That was his joke. That's where you gotta have discernment. Like he was ready and it hit the way it was supposed to hit. You see, Shannon fell out like
yeah. Oh, and let me say shout out anybody that followed me. You know, one shout out to Carolyn. I don't really be on Facebook like scrolling. I'll be doing the more trying to get the business right. So I haven't been in tune with what she's been posting. But I mean, I'm gonna check that out as soon as we get off this live. I ain't gonna say as soon as we get off the live, but sometime between the live and tomorrow. But Shannon, man, shout out to Shannon. I wish we was big enough to. Well, I ain't gonna even say that. We will have him once. As my mother say, I'm gonna speak it into existence. Like we could talk to that joke because, like, yo, like him being released. Like I only watched what's the name because he was on it. What it was First Take. Whatever. Yeah. Nah, it wasn't First Take. That was what's the name show. But I only watched First Take because he's on there. I only watched Undisputed because he was on there. And the way he pivoted and took the business and took it. Bet on yourself. We talk about that all the time. Where he bet on himself and was like, "Yo, I'm doing this." Yeah. Obviously, he got sponsors and money behind him. And that interview, the last I checked, was like double the next most popular interview. And ironically, the next most popular interview was Steve Harvey. So he, shout out to him, man. That's we gotta protect him, man. Hopefully he don't got no scandals come up, man. Hopefully he paying his Illuminati fees.
Oh, speaking of Illuminati's, and he came for Ludacris. And it's like when you think about it, he was like, it was me or Ludacris in the what is the series? Not Need for Speed. I got that game in my head. Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious, yeah.
He was like, man, they own like number 10. So you think about it, they done put a lot of money. He didn't expound upon it other than the light-skinned wife. But when you think about it, yeah, Ludacris came up off that series big time.
Big time, yeah. All right, so we're gonna go to the next one. Let me see what the next one gonna be. Oh shit, bro. Shit screen. They have made the joint easier than when we first started. That's how it's crazy. We've been doing it for so long that the software done been updated. Let me see what this one is about. Oh, that's a criticism. All right, we're gonna do Chris Tucker John.
Our boy was on one.
Island, Chris Tucker. Oh, not Smokey. Oh Lord. Whew. If I didn't know no better, I'd tell you he's the greatest. I don't care what you say. To be confident and not delusional is a real skill.
I'm gonna just pause it on that. To be confident without being delusional is a real skill. That's a bar right there, people.
Yeah. He had a lot of bars in there. That's why I'm like, if it went over folks' head that you got to focus on trying to disprove what he was saying, he dropped a lot of truth, especially about Hollywood. Hey, man, they may take Katt Williams out, boy, after that. Hey, what he was talking, you gotta, the clip is in there somewhere. Maybe he gonna say it when he was talking about his goal when he went to Hollywood was to keep not suck. I'm like, bro, I think those was jokes, but there's truth in that. He was like, what did he say? Another bar. Sometimes you just gotta say no to.
I think he, obviously Katt knows what Katt's doing. Like I said, he's been an entertainer for a long time. He know how to punch it up. Some of that might even just be like, symbolic. Like, you don't necessarily got to be the actual, you know what I mean? Symbolic. Like, he never got F in business, too. You know what I mean?
On both sides. Yeah, like a double entendre. But it implies that some of y'all got F'd in business and some of y'all got F'd.
Yeah.
poor Kevin Hart. I'm looking at Kevin Hart differently because what he said, the math was math, and like, you an East Coast comedian, bro. You did pop up with the Soul Plane when he came on Soul Plane. That was like a big deal. Soul Plane, that's up there. That's a great movie, but it was like, who is that dude?
I actually never seen Soul Plane.
Oh, bro, you tripping. Soul Plane is like Atlanta, for real. Like, if you not flying Delta, so Atlanta Hartsfield, like one of the largest airports in the United States.
It is the largest, I think.
Yeah.
It might be the busiest. Might not be the largest. Might be the busiest.
Yeah, one of the busiest, but it's Delta on one side. They got all their terminals nice, pristine, all of their restaurants. And then they got everybody else, Southwest and all of this on the other side. You ever have to travel Southwest, it's in the same terminal with people who fly in Spirit and all of the other airlines. Bruh, it's different. You got Popeye's chicken. It's it's black. Atlanta already black, but it's blackety black. Dare I say ghetto over there, bro. It's a madhouse. And the couple times I told my wife, oh no, we ain't doing this. We'll pay a little extra more. I don't care if Southwest flies to the West Coast, and no, we not fighting for no seats. It is not nice over there. So Soul Plane, I really do think was based on Atlanta. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they did have a basketball court over there, bro. You walking over there, you be like, Oh gosh.
Yo, you know what? I mean, out of all the times I flew to Atlanta, and I don't think I ever been to that side. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to go, bro. If you go from Delta over there, bro,
Yeah.
it's like going from a gated community to the projects. I promise you, it is shocking. It's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. Yeah, I don't think I'm trying to. I've been in Atlanta airport many of times, and I don't think I ever seen that side because I don't
You
recall.
don't want to see it, bro. And you know I'm from the hood. When I tell you it's overwhelming, it is overwhelming, bro. I'm like, kids, stay close.
I never been there, bro.
Watch
I
your
don't.
bags. When you see Soul Plane, you're gonna understand because it's based on a white couple that missed their flight and they have to go basically to the other side with all the black people. They got Popeye, and they, of course, they little kid, they got a little boy, and he want to be hood, so he in seven heaven. He's seeing all the BBLs, and it's just, yeah, you gotta watch Soul Plane. But I mean, back to Kevin Hart, he did blow up really, really fast. And he got his documentary out now with Chris Rock on Netflix. I saw it. We watched it actually over the holiday break. And
How is it?
it's cool. It's really just documenting him and Chris Rock relationship. Like he used to be in the clubs in New York. So coming from Philly, and he had a mentor, but it didn't say he sold out comedy shows like that. And then he just all of a sudden just blew all the way up. And I feel Katt because Kevin Hart, and I like Kevin Hart. I know some people don't think he's funny, but I've seen him a couple times, and he ain't no Dave Chappelle, but he sets his jokes up right. It may take a while, but he sets his jokes up right. And he got a group behind him, like the Red Cup Boys, that like write for him.
Right.
And Katt,
allegedly, we don't want to get sued. Allegedly writes for him.
no, I think he even said they like on his show, like they with him. They go wherever he go. And I think Katt's beef with all of these comedians is y'all trying to act like y'all on my level, but y'all ain't the same. And his analogy of Shannon Sharp, if you've been in the gym all your life and never took steroids and was juicing, and then some dude who juiced or got some surgery want to come talking to you, you gonna tell that nigga, get up out your face. We ain't the same.
Ain't the same,
Yeah.
That's why I posted my thing on my wall. Well, it was actually influenced by Katt Williams' statement, and I was around. It was an event. I ain't gonna name the event, and you know everybody shaking hands, kissing babies, and they got the higher octave. They made their voice go a higher octave, and I'm like, yo, that's not how you sound, bro. Like, yo, don't be drunk. Yo, you gonna have to watch your mouth. Don't ever say nothing crazy to me. You scared to eat watermelon at your job, man.
Oh yeah. No, I'm with you on that. Like we ain't the
Yo,
same.
you know what? Like, and even I ain't gonna even lie. I was scared at one time, and then you, ironically or not, was like, yo, when you that chicken man story, yo, I done told that story mad times on here, yo. When the Joker was eating chicken at everybody trying to be shishi, foo, and bougie. We had the law firm working event. This Joker was eating all the chicken, looking at his face like,
I was hungry.
order some more chicken.
And I mean, look at it now.
And look at it. We was walking out when our suits and everything. You went to she was like an associate. She had to be associate because
like that chicken was good.
Remember me? I'm the chicken man.
Yeah.
Everybody was scared and all that.
Man, I've learned that. I learned that lesson at Microsoft talking to one of my mentors and asked him, well, what's one of your biggest regrets? And he was telling me he had a friend. They used to go golfing with like the CEO and partner and all of this stuff. And his friend was like himself, ghetto, whatever, just authentic. And he used to always put on the mask. And they always loved his friend better. Like, where's your friend? Make sure to bring him. And
I think sometimes, obviously, I don't know what other people be doing, but I think people can sense that out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, when you ain't being your authentic self, it just, you could tell when somebody got a mask on when you've been around enough people and interacted with enough people.
It just for me now. Like I got rid of the interview voice a long time ago when changing the voice, making that more high pitched than what it normally is, and all that type. I got rid of that like in my early 20s, maybe like 20, 21, something like that. But just what's crazy now that we live in a world where Donald Trump is killing the GOP. You got to do Gary V languages from a toilet bowl, like a sailor, curse like a sailor. Then you have people like Mark Manson. He got the F books. He write the books with the F word in it, un-F yourself and all that type of stuff. And like then you got like, yo, they showing that as long as you delivering what you say you can deliver, I don't think people really care like that.
You got to stand on it.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't standing on it, then you false, you fake, and people gonna call you out. That's what I like about this interview. Like Katt Williams, he a short dude, but he stood 7 feet tall on what he had to say. Like it is what it is. I think we all appreciate that to some extent.
I do. All right, so let's go to the next one. Let me see. The next one will be. All right, let's see what this one is.
And he came in on one. What do you say? I usually don't do no interviews. It got to be somebody big like Larry King.
yeah. Hold on. It's not. It might be this repeat of what we saw earlier. Hold on.
That went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole.
Yeah, that's it. All right, so we can just go.
Just
right
skip.
Boom.
Just skip through some. Yeah.
Here it is.
Martin tried to put me in my first dress. When he had to go on his hiatus, he tell me, Katt, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner. You my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. We gonna do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my motherfucking word, my nigga. Go do what you got to do. When you come back, I'm in your movie. Don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing. You know, we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House too.
Oh gosh. Hey man, he was on one, but again,
you know what? But I'm gonna say, I don't know the intricacies of how, because that's always like the running theme of they people put on the dress and to be funny, the comedians, and like it's Illuminati stuff like that. I think like that's just an old trope that works. Like, and I think people lean on like the cross-dressing thing because they know it's been working for ever in comedy. So I don't know if that's necessarily one of them taking your manhood thing, or it's just like, they just being lazy with the comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you ain't funny, you finding another way. This excluding Tyler Perry, because what he said about Tyler Perry, I don't agree with. Especially, have you seen Tyler Perry's documentary?
Nah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, you should watch it. Like Tyler Perry excluded, because he stood on Medea, and he used Medea to build a studio, and he done put a lot of people on. Like Tyler Perry is one of them that actually did what he was. Tyler Perry in a different category. Like you can't, the Tyler Perry to me now, it could come out that Tyler Perry was at Diddy parties or whatever. And I'm saying this now, I'm gonna stand on it. What he's done for black people, hey, we ain't canceling Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry done put all of Atlanta on for the most part, bro. Ain't nobody got no studio, done took whatever it was that they did to downgrade themselves to come up like that. It's kind of like that saying to me, you do what you do what you got to be able to do what you want. And now Tyler Perry could do what he wants. So he out that conversation.
Yeah. Tyler Perry, he also, I think he's probably the only Black American with their own studio like that big, like on that size. I think
absolutely. And his is giving the it's giving the Jewish studio owners a run for their money. I wouldn't be surprised if they come for Tyler Perry soon, because Tyler Perry don't need nobody. His stuff is independent. Like he's a boss. But what Katt Williams said about dresses, and then him saying, I told y'all need to go get the young boy. The young boy done came out and said Katt Williams was right. He was trying to warn me. Yes, brother. That video.
I'll be out the loop, man. I'll be out the loop. All right, so let's
I'm
go.
telling you, let me go to Carolyn's page.
Nah, I'll check it out. Hold on. She's gonna go to the next one because the next one is funny. It's just funny. It's funny to me for many reasons, but we're gonna share it. I'll talk about it.
Hold on, before you share it, let me share this. Let me share this screen. Is they gonna let me share it? Let me pull it out from this. So, because this is just hilarious, brother. But it is what it is. Like that's all of them, bro.
Yeah.
That's all of them. Let me see if I could make it bigger. Yeah, that's all of them.
Who the one in the I'm using my mouse like you said. Who the one with the pink dress right there? Oh, that's Keenan or Kel, one of them.
This one is what's the boy with the taxes, dark skin, Blade.
Oh yeah, I know he did that. Now I'm talking about the one in the blue dress. I think that's Kel. Kel. I think that's
that's Kel. That's the big dude. I forget his name. Yeah, man. Like that's all of them. He got Arsenio Hall. Boy, there goes Cedric the Entertainer. That's Ricky Smiley. That's Chris Tucker. That's Will Smith down there. I don't know who that is. That's Jamie Foxx. That's Martin. They got them all. Like, dang, bro, it was that many that put on the dress. Bernie wasn't going for that either. But yeah.
Bernie was going that. All right, let me share this next one because he's coming up on the hour. Man, that was fast, bro. This joint be going mad fast when we having fun. Hold up. Well, we always having fun. Hold up. We're going to be is it this one? Shot of videos of entertainment. Reaction criticism.
Brandon T. Jackson. Yeah, no, there's a video. I'm gonna send you the link. Like, I'm like, hey man, the brother was telling y'all what it was.
You can see this. I'm gonna do the Jonathan Major joint because this joint is hilarious to me.
My goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole.
That's what you were saying before. All right, we got that clipped.
And I never had sucked a penis. That was my only goal. I didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
Come on, Katt.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that.
You see Jonathan Major, what he went through. Marvel dropped him as soon as the conviction came out. And you were telling me.
Hey, you saw that black woman come get his charge cut in half? Thank you, Megan Good. God bless you coming to save that slave. If he'd had to be there by
hey, yo. Hey, that's another one for Katt. I'm with Katt on that one. And he go on to say he tried to convince us that dude was all of that and handsome.
Wait, let's wait to it because it's funny. Let's wait. We get in on this one. Let's wait because we coming up. I'm just gonna let it play before because it's a part that's so funny to me. It might not even be that funny to you, but that hilarious to me.
And Selby was getting all folk. Guilty. She came in there, was just so beautiful. They had to knock half of it off. Bless his heart.
What do you think about this cancel culture? You see the situation with Jonathan Major. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I don't know if maybe he can bounce back in a couple of years, but man, he was hot. He was hot. He was cooking. I mean, you see him in Creed. He's in the Marvel movies, and then just like that.
Maybe I'm a conspiracy theory, but I thought Katt Williams said any time they make you into that position, part of that contract is you do understand whenever we want to take you down, we can, right?
Yeah.
Part of giving you the world. First of all, they went around the world for 2 years straight telling any women that would listen that this was a good-looking Negro.
Mm-hmm.
Since when? When did y'all start liking a big nose? And when did y'all like a little head and a big jaw? When? Since when? That look like my daddy. When you start liking my daddy? You like black people's features like that? If this ugly nigga is good looking, then all niggas is good looking. Anytime you see them telling you something you can't believe, just understand it's a play. And it don't matter. You gonna know it's a play as soon as they get in that position and think they gonna tell somebody something. No, you're not. No, you're not. Marvel will cancel you you won't be allowed to read a comic book. What is you talking about? Get out of here. Get out of here, ugly boy.
I gotta use that. Get out of here, ugly boy.
Yo, hold on. That's the funniest part about the whole thing to me, yo. To get out of here, ugly boy, yo. That's bad disrespectful, man.
Hey, but we know it to be true, man. We were the clown dude back. Hey, matter of fact, I was clowning dude the last podcast. When I got back, remember I told you, I believe it was on here. Y'all fact check me, but I sat behind him and Megan Good just randomly, didn't know it. I thought this Negro was the help because he had one of these clown hats on, and it was at this gala.
You ain't tell me that. Where you was going?
I was at the Beasler Black Entertainment Sports Lawyers Association, and Megan Good was getting an award, and so she brought him with her, and they was acting like they was a couple. Everybody who was there, but you know, black folks, you can't fool us. We like, oh yeah, that ain't real. People was telling me in the jacuzzi, like, oh, we seen them. That's so fake or whatever. He trying to hold her hand and walking like we know real love, and we know when somebody. Come on, man. I'm gonna be real. Black people. We know when somebody hitting someone, when somebody is getting it on together and they trying to hide it and they get in spaces. We know what's going on. We know how they talk. We know how they interact. Even when they trying to throw us off the scent, we know something is going down. This was clearly not the case, but I sat, dude had suspenders, some jacked up pants. I really thought he was the help, bruh. I could have sworn we talked about that. Like,
I didn't talk about that. Nope.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. It was crazy to me because, like, you know, I try not to be a hater, right?
Yeah, I ain't being a hater, but I'm just.
Let me tell you my story. So when he was first blowing up, because I only found out about the dude from Creed. I didn't know all his other previous work. And, you know, he was getting all these GQ magazines and all that type of stuff. I'm like, yo, this Joker, like, yo, how old is the dude? So somebody told me, like, he actually kind of young. I said, yo, this Negus is an old in the face Negus. Yo, like, you a young, old in the face Negus. Yo, when did y'all start? Like, yo, like, certain people, like, I can be like, all right, I can see why women like him. You know what I mean? Like homie from The Wire. I could see it. You know what I'm saying? But this dude, like, and me, you know what I'm saying? I can see why y'all, you know what I mean, like me. But, you know, this Negro, I'm like, yo, this Joker looks
ugly boy.
like ugly boy. He's like, yo, you gonna walk around like you gonna be somebody. Ugly boy. Yo,
the brother was built, so women like what they like, but it's like you gonna look past that face. Muscles help you. Look, I'm gonna go to the gym if muscles help you look that attractive. Like, dang, because get out of here, ugly boy. For real. I'm with Katt Williams. Again, Katt got another one. He done spoke a truth that some people just
we stopped keeping score.
Yeah.
Right, so
Katt won that thing. He won that thing.
We got time for one more. Hold up. I think we got time for one more.
Oh, and I got the Brandon Jackson. Brandon Jackson himself said Katt Williams was right for telling them not to wear a dress.
Okay, hold on. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's see,
He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I
So I'm gonna go with your word and Katt word because I haven't seen it on that one. But I don't remember Kevin Hart really being, even because I was in Philly. I went to school in Philly. And he was around the same time. I don't remember him being hot like that, yo. But then he did blow up. I don't know how he got on my radar.
I'm
even
giving
remember.
him the side eye, brother. I'm for real, because he's not just, he's like a superstar. And it's just like Katt said, when they make you, they can break you. And he, he had the situation where his friend tried to extort him for some money and it messed up his marriage and all of that stuff. And he still ain't broke. So if Hollywood is still putting money behind you, it make you wonder. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I said,
I'm gonna give Kevin Hart a lifeline. So I don't know if this Cap or not, because Kevin Hart, yo, say what you want to say. Maybe he got to deal with somebody and whatever, Illuminati, because every time one of us make it, they say we the Illuminati and all that, the blood sacrifice. This Joker always got some content out. This Joker got mad shows, mad. I don't even know when he's like sleep or vacations. Like when are you? Yo, he got. Go ahead, you was about to say that. Oh.
That's what his documentary shows. He's got a work ethic.
Yeah.
Like once he got put on, he stayed on through his work ethic. But again, and sometimes you got to, I think he's a good example of how you got to understand how to outsource. The plastic, the whatever, the red cup boys, he outsources some jokes. And I get what what Katt Williams is saying. Like, yeah, you're a mega star, but we ain't the same. I like both.
So he admitted to outsourcing the jokes, because before I think he was denying it.
Oh no, he got his red cup boys. Them is like throughout all of it. Even in the movie that he did, he just did a great. And that's the other thing, bro. You kind of known more for your movies because you did the movie with Will Ferrell. That was hilarious. Like you kind of know more for your movies than just getting up and stand-up comedy making people laugh. Like I believe the wife is just like, he's not that funny. We went to see him and she just was like, yeah. Dave Chappelle brought him out, but he's aligned himself with the greats, and I think you got to put him up there now based on his movies and selling out arenas. That
you definitely and also to give some credit to Kevin. All the comedians seem to rock with him. Like you don't get nobody
except
Katt. Except for Katt, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all the comedians rock with him, except for Katt and the other dude we talked about, Kevin. I said Kevin like I'm on a first name basis with the Joker. I forgot his name. It's another comedian that don't mess with Kevin Hart.
really?
From Jersey.
Oh, you Jersey Jesse. Y'all don't be rocking with a whole bunch.
He be doing the voices. He was on
Will
Mad TV.
Ferrell or Jay Farrell?
Nah, Jay Farrell rock with him. He was on Mad TV. The dude was on Mad TV. All right, go ahead, play it.
It ain't gonna play. I'm just showing you, like, the clips is out there. Like, this is the guy himself saying, yeah, Katt was right. And I don't think he been in nothing serious since then. He did like a kid movie with Percy the something, like The Hobbit or whatever. But
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he
Ari Spears be getting that Kevin Hart, I believe.
Who?
I think Ari Spears.
I don't even know who the Jesse is, so I'm sure Kevin ain't worried.
He one of them people that's outsiders too. He was outside of like Hollywood. They don't really rock with him. He was in Show Me the Money movie. What was that? With Tom Cruise. He played the brother. Show me the money. Show me the money.
Oh, Speedball or no, I know what you're talking about.
Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, Jerry Maguire. That was funny. I don't even remember who that is, but I think
he had a small role in there. I don't know what else he was in a couple joints. He was in some movies, but
I think the conclusion is Katt said a lot, and I'm gonna take it for it was more truth in there than it was just jokes. He did a good job of making sure that he covered his pain with jokes, which we tend to do, except when they asked him about his childhood. Dude looked like he was about to break down. I was like, ooh.
yeah. All right, so you want to take us out, man? Take us out with the prayer.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Heavenly Father, we come to you at this time just thanking you for being the awesome God that you are. We thank you for allowing us to see another year. We thank you for allowing us to be on episode 92 plus whatever other episodes we own. We just thank you for the platform. We've just prayed that we can positively impact our people. In your son, Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. And if y'all have like questions for us, post questions on the videos because we coming down to the end. And then we said we promised each other we was gonna do an episode 100 and then revisit. So we're coming to the end. So like post like questions or topics that y'all may want us to discuss in these last, I guess, 8 or so episodes.
And send this brother some stars so he can continue this streaming platform.
Yo, stars and Cash App. Yo, I did get I only got one Cash App. You only got one.
No, we got 2. 3.
3.
We had Logan, VA, my roommate. We had, did Joe ever send something? Joe sent something. Yep, and then we had Candace. So shout out to y'all, real supporters.
So shout out to y'all, real supporters. Hopefully we can get on next week, but we got lives and we're gonna see what me and the good bishop can do. But until the next time, peace.